Am I the only one who has little boys at home who play airplanes all day, every day with their trucks and their construction equipment and all their superhero clothes? No, just me? Okay, well, today we are getting into the best travel strollers of 2025. So whether or not you are heading to Disney or you just want something that is easy to bop around town with, these strollers are for you. And you know what one of my favorite things about travel strollers is? They really can do it all these days. They are not just your one-trick pony. So without further ado, let's dive in. So today we are going to be reviewing the Bugaboo Butterfly, the UppaBaby Minu V2, the Stokke YOYO, the Mountain Buggy Nano V3, the Cybex Libelle 2, the Nuna Travel, and the Nuna Travel Double. Now, what makes a travel stroller? A travel stroller is designed to make your life easier when you are traveling. So it is typically a smaller profile stroller, lighter weight, folds up more compactly. That means you're looking at typically a smaller basket size, smaller wheels, a bit of a smaller canopy. But one of the cool things about the travel strollers that we're reviewing today is that they're actually all travel system compatible, which means you can use them from birth with an infant car seat. Some have adapters included, some you need to purchase separately, but that's definitely a really cool way that travel strollers have really been innovated on in the last few years, that they can all now do this. Now we're gonna go through each of these strollers, and then at the end of the video, I'm actually gonna show you all fold side by side so that you can really see how the fold mechanism changes from stroller to stroller and how compact it is. Last but not least, pretty much all of these strollers are, able to be taken on an airplane and put in the overhead bin compartment. That being said, you're always going to want to call your airline to confirm that there is space. Obviously, if you're on a smaller aircraft, sometimes there just isn't space for that. But a lot of them also come with a travel bag so you can gate check. So lots of options for your family as you are hitting the road or hitting the skies. Speaking of hitting the skies, let's get into it. Let's kick things off with one of the most popular, newer travel strollers on the market, the Bugaboo Butterfly. So this stroller weighs in at 15.2 pounds. It can accommodate a child up to 48.5 pounds, and the basket at the back can accommodate an additional 17 pounds. What I really like about this basket is that it's spring loaded, which means you have a bit of give back here. It just makes loading and unloading your stuff that much easier. You've got a nice padded carry handle, and you can see here that we've actually got our shocks as part of our all-wheel suspension on this stroller. For being a travel stroller, this has really great maneuverability. One of the features that people do love most about the Butterfly is, while it is a travel stroller, they really have pulled in more robust features that you don't often see in the travel stroller game. So you're getting a really nice extendable canopy. This is a massive canopy for a travel stroller with a nice mesh ventilation panel. You've also got really nice, a really nice seat interior. This seat inlay here is a great fabric. You've got a no rethread harness, and the harness is also a pop-out, which means as your child loads in and out of the stroller, it's just that much easier to release the harness and kind of not be fiddling around behind them to find the harness once they're loaded in. You've got an adjustable footwell down here as well, which also doubles as a nice carry handle. And you can see that at the back of the stroller, we've got a really interesting recline mechanism. So they've actually got this tab that you pull down to recline your stroller, and then you just pull it back up to incline the seat again, and then you can actually clip it out of place. So sometimes with a travel stroller, you can feel that there's all these kind of ropes and tags hanging at the back, but Bugaboo has really done a great job of keeping a really nice, clean aesthetic. Now, this stroller can actually be used from 6 months plus, around that time that your child is starting to be able to sit up and have torso control. So probably 4 to 6 months. And then you can use it, of course, to that 48.5 pound mark. You can actually purchase infant car seat adapters for the Butterfly to use this with an infant car seat from birth, which is a great option. Now, the Butterfly does not come with a bumper bar in the box, but you can purchase a bumper bar sold separately, and I do really like the bumper bar on the Butterfly. Let me just attach this bumper bar quick so that you can see how nice it is once loaded on the stroller. You definitely don't need to have a bumper bar on a travel stroller, especially if your little one is at that age where they're getting in and out and in and out. But I do really like having it as an option. So this is the Bugaboo Butterfly. Let me show you now the fold, which is also where it gets the Butterfly name. So first I'm gonna lock my stroller. Then I'm just gonna pull on these two tabs on the handlebar, push in, and we are folded and ready to go. You have a nice self-standing fold there. Then I mentioned that you can carry it by the bumper bar, you can carry it by the footwell. There's also the carry strap that's in the basket there. Once you're ready to stroll again, you're just going to pull on the handlebar, pop your stroller out. It kind of unfolds like a butterfly, which is pretty cool. And you are ready to rock with the Bugaboo Butterfly. Rolling on in with the UppaBaby Minu V2. This is another top tier travel stroller, a little bit bigger because it again is fully loaded in terms of travel stroller requirements. So this stroller weighs in at 16.9 pounds. You can use it from around that 3-month mark all the way to 50 pounds because it actually does have a pretty good recline. Now, the basket at the back can accommodate an additional 20 pounds. You've got a really nice big basket here, and I cannot understate having a nice, big, accessible basket for your travel stroller is very handy. And at the back of the seat here, you can also see that we've got a nice little pocket, which is just nice to be able to stash your phone on the go. Now, let's take a look at that recline that I was just mentioning. So with our UppaBaby Minu V2, see that? Like, you are getting a really nice recline position, and that's why you can use this with a younger babe. Now, if you did want to use this stroller from newborn, you have two options for that. So you can purchase a from birth kit to use on your Minu, which kind of puts it into more of a pram body style. The other option is to purchase infant car seat adapters and use with an infant car seat. We very commonly see this with the UppaBaby Mesa V2 or the UppaBaby Aria. One of the cool factors about that actually is you can actually take the seat fabrics off if you want to use it as a travel system or leave them on. So love that you can choose your own adventure and kind of have the stroller set up in whatever way works for your family. Now let's showcase some of our other favorite features, shall we? First, we've got a nice full coverage canopy with this additional zip out component and a nice big mesh ventilated peekaboo window. So again, we always love a full coverage canopy on a travel stroller. Canopies are often one of the areas that they kind of save space, so it's nice when we still get that full coverage. On the seat itself, you've got a no rethread harness. You've got a nice buckle here, and I do love that the Minu comes with a bumper bar in the box, which is a nice add-on feature. Then we've also got an adjustable footwell. You've got really nice maneuverability and advanced suspension with the Minu V2. Now, before I show you the fold, let's chat for a second about the Minu V3 and the Minu Duo. So those are both launching mid-2025. The Minu V3 is going to have a bit of a streamlined design. It's going to have a slightly wider seat and a slightly higher seat back. And you're also going to have the option to use this stroller from birth with that seat. So they're probably going to be adding in more of a recline to that seat back, which is great. The Minu Duo is actually a side-by-side double travel stroller. So that will act and fold very much like a Minu does, but it is a nice two-seater option. So really cool for families with multiple children. Now let's take a look at this Minu V2 fold because it's a great fold, my friends. We've got our two buttons on the handlebar that we are just going to clip into place. You've got a nice carry strap here. And when you are ready to go again, you're just going to unlock your stroller on the side, pop it out, and I don't know if it could be much easier than that, the UppaBaby Minu V2. I know you're thinking to yourself, what, Melissa, you have two strollers with you. Well, don't you worry because these are both Stokke YOYO strollers, but I've got them set up in two different ways because I love the options that the Stokke YOYO provides you. So here I have the Stokke YOYO with the 6-month plus color pack, it's called. And then here I've got the Stokke YOYO with the newborn set. So let me explain both of them to you and we'll do top line stats. So the Stokke YOYO, this stroller weighs in at 13.6 pounds. It can accommodate a child up to 48.5 pounds, and the basket can actually accommodate 22 pounds in weight. It's a bit of a narrower basket, but it is deeper and it gets wider at the front. So definitely some good options there, and you can access the basket from the front too. So you got it. So let's get a little deeper on the 6-month plus color pack. Again, you're using it from around that 6-month mark to that 48.5 pounds. You can recline the seat just by pulling on these two tethers on the back to give you a nice reclined seat when your little one needs to rest on the go. Then when you are ready to get back into action, you're just gonna pull on these tethers to pull the seat back in an upright position. You have a rethread harness here, and I really like that Stokke has actually added in like a perforated mesh seat back here to really maximize airflow and ventilation in the seat and keep your little one comfortable. When you purchase your Stokke YOYO, you're typically purchasing the frame with a 6-month color pack or a newborn pack, but when you are ready, let's say you go from the newborn pack and you're ready to transition to the 6-month, you're not purchasing a whole extra stroller, you're just purchasing the seat canopy and fabrics, which is really nice and a great way to customize your color choices on your stroller. Now you've got a nice 5-point buckle harness here, a really nice full coverage canopy. Stokke did redesign the canopy on the YOYO 3 and they gave it a lot more coverage, which we love to see. You've got a little mesh panel back here, a little peekaboo window, and you've got a nice zipper pocket at the back of the seat, which is nice to stash your belongings on the go. Now, let's take a second to talk about the newborn pack because I love this. It is so cute. So this is, of course, the fabric set that you would use when you have a newborn. So this is a great option to use the stroller from birth. It comes with this beautiful foot muff. You've got a nice little infant kind of harness and pillow in here to keep your little one comfy, cozy, and just nice and covered. You've got your nice canopy, and I love that even with the newborn pack on, you can actually fold this easy peasy. So let me do the fold side by side just so that you can see. First of all, I'm gonna pop my canopy in a downward position, and then I just flipped my stroller over, pressing the 2 buttons at the bottom of the seat. You can see here, we've also got a padded carry strap, which is great to have. Now, when we are folding the Stokke YOYO with the toddler seat on, we're again just going to fold our canopy backwards, then press these 2 buttons at the bottom of the seat to pop our stroller out. So there you can see, we've got 2 folds ready to go. When we are ready to use our stroller again, you're just going to unclip, set back up, and then we will do the same for our newborn pack, just unclipping at the bottom of the frame here. You have such a nice unfold. I really love the versatility of the Stokke YOYO. Another option, if you want to use this stroller from birth, is you can actually purchase infant car seat adapters to put an infant car seat on. And you can also purchase a ride-on board to go on the back of your YOYO, which is another great way to customize the stroller for multiple children. So check out the Stokke YOYO 3. Alrighty, I am now here with the Mountain Buggy Nano V3. This stroller comes in at a very economical price point, which is a great option for many families. I know so many of my friends have grabbed this one because they don't necessarily want to go all in on a travel stroller. They don't know that they're going to be using it all the time, so this is a great option for that. That being said, if you do need a travel stroller for all the time, this is still awesome. So it's just an overall really well-rounded travel stroller. You've got a nice full coverage canopy. It weighs in at only 13 pounds. It can accommodate a child up to 45 pounds, and the basket at the bottom can accommodate an additional 11 pounds. It does come with a travel satchel in the box, which is really nice if you need to store this temporarily or gate check it at the airport just to protect your stroller a little bit more. And it also includes a universal car seat adapter, which are actually just stored in a pouch underneath the seat. They look like this. You can use it to attach an infant car seat to your stroller, which is a really great option to use the stroller from birth. Now, another way that you can use this stroller from birth is actually just to use the toddler seat itself, because you are able to get a full recline on the Mountain Buggy Nano, which is an incredible option. Now, when you want to use that, you just have your seat in a full recline position. You see here that I've got the back kind of covered right now, but I can easily roll up this kind of canopy piece back here to reveal a full mesh backing, which is really nice for maximizing airflow to your little one. Also, when you're using this stroller from newborn, you can actually put the footrest up, and underneath, in a pouch underneath the footrest, there's actually this little piece that you would attach to the sides of the frame, and it turns your toddler seat into a bit more of a cocoon pram style body so that your little one is a little bit more protected from the elements, which is a great option. Now, while I'm here, I'll show you that you've got an adjustable footrest, and we will pop the seat back up. You do have a nice upright position on your seat. All of the strollers that we're reviewing today actually do have a really nice upright position for your child. Historically, travel strollers, they sometimes sat pretty far back, but everything that we're reviewing today, your child is nice and in the action. You've also got a rethread harness on the Mountain Buggy Nano, which means as your child gets taller, you're just going to adjust those harness positions manually. Now, with the canopy, I mentioned at the top, we've got a nice full coverage canopy with this additional pop-out sunshade. And let's take a quick look at the fold. So the fold starts off similar to the YOYO, where you're actually taking that canopy backwards, but then you're going to hold kind of the top and mid piece of that canopy to flip the stroller over, and you've got a nice carry handle. So let's unclip our stroller. We are going to open the lock off at the side and then just pull our stroller back into an upright position. And there you have it, the Mountain Buggy Nano V3. Diving right into the Cybex libelle, this is such a cool travel stroller, and it has some really interesting differentiating features. So let's get into it. This stroller weighs in at 13.6 pounds. It can accommodate a child from around that 6-month mark all the way to 55 pounds. The basket at the back can accommodate an additional 11 pounds. With this stroller, you are getting a smooth front wheel suspension. One of the really cool differentiating features is, of course, the shape of the handlebar. Typically, you're looking at a straight across or a rounded handlebar. With the libelle, you're getting these 2 triggers, which is so fun and comfortable to stroll around with. You have a really nice canopy here. You have a no rethread adjustment in the harness height. One of the other really cool features about the libelle that I really like, especially for Canadian seasons where kids are in coats, out of coats, it's boiling hot one day, it's freezing cold the next day, and you're constantly finding that you need to adjust the tightness of your harness straps. Cybex has introduced a solve for this with a one pull kind of harness tightening option, which is so great to adjust that harness tightness on the go. I really love that about the libelle. You have a nice adjustable footwell down here. And you also have access, of course, at the front of your stroller to the basket. Now, when you are adjusting the seat back of your stroller, you've got this standard kind of pull harness on the back that you can just pull down to get yourself about 6 inches of recline, which is really nice for those naps on the go for your little one. Then when they are ready to sit up, you can just adjust as so they are in a nice upright seating position. I like that you have a nice high seat back on this as well. Now, when you are ready to fold the libelle, this is one of our favorite folds, and I think one of the most compact folds on the North American market. So you're going to hold onto your triggers here on your handlebar. You're gonna have your stroller in a braked position, press these 2 buttons, push down, and you might think it ends there. Nice compact fold, yeah? But no. It actually folds in half, like so, to get even more compact Now, we can never make any promises about overhead bin compartments, but if you're looking for the most compact fold that is most likely to fit in the overhead bin and that you'll be able to carry on a plane, then the libelle is a great option for this. It is super easy to load into those tight spaces overhead. Now, when you are ready to stroll again with the Cybex libelle, you're just going to open your lock in the middle there, pop your stroller back into place, and you're ready to go with the Cybex libelle. Now, if you want to use this stroller from birth, one of the really cool things that Cybex has done is actually included your infant car seat adapters in the box. So you can pair this with your infant car seat to use as a travel system from day one, which is a really nice option to maximize versatility of your travel stroller. So check out the Cybex libelle. Okay, now I've got two Nuna travel strollers with me that I am super excited about because they are so cool. This is the Travel LX and this is the Nuna Travel Double. So these are very similar strollers, which is why I'm going to show them to you at the same time, but obviously some differences. One's a single, one's a double. I find with the Nuna travel stroller, it is, again, a little bit, it's a bit of a bigger travel stroller. So you're getting a bigger wheel, you're getting more robust features, which is going to add a bit of size and weight to it. But that being said, if you're not looking for the smallest, the most compact, the most streamlined, this is such a great option for travel. It's got a really cool fold and just, it's a smoother ride. You're getting a lot of those features that you would expect to see in a full-size stroller in just an overall more compact frame. So let's take it from the top with our stats per usual. So your Nuna Travel LX weighs in at 14.6 pounds. It can accommodate a child up to 50 pounds and the basket at the bottom can accommodate 10 pounds in weight. You do have a nice big wide basket down here, which is great. I love that with the Nuna Travel LX, you actually get a carry bag with it, which is really nice for when you need to check or store your stroller. And it's even got a little pocket. So nice little add-on feature. Now, the Nuna Travel Double weighs in at 25.2 pounds. So definitely a heavier stroller, but considering it's a double, that's not heavy at all. Both seats can accommodate a child weighing up to 50 pounds for a 100 weight limit total. And the basket at the bottom of the stroller can accommodate an additional 22 pounds. Now, the Nuna Travel Double actually comes with a rain cover, which is, you know what? We just always love having some accessories and accoutrements in the basket with our strollers. Now, you can see that both of these strollers actually come with your bumper bar in the box, which is a really nice additional add-on feature for a travel stroller. Now, let's kind of focus our energy on the Nuna Travel for a second, and then we'll get deeper on the Travel Double. So with the Nuna Travel LX, you have a nice full coverage canopy with a zip out extension and a peekaboo window with mesh ventilation both in your peekaboo window as well as on the sides here. Now with the Nuna Travel LX, you're getting this really nice leatherette detailing on your handlebar and your bumper bar. One of the really cool things that I like about this stroller is actually how it reclines. So it is a super easy recline. You're just gonna pull this tab. You don't need to finagle with anything, you're just pulling the tab. And then when I push this back up, just watch how I incline the seat. Pop! You don't need to pull any tabs or finagle with any adjustments. You literally just push the seat back up into an upright position and it will hold that for you, which is so nice and easy for on-the-go adjustments. While we're at the back of the seat here, I'll show you that you've got a nice mesh ventilation panel built in when you do have the seat in reclined position. Just helps to really maximize airflow for your little one. Now, if you want to use this stroller in from newborn, you've got a couple different options. So first of all, I would probably use this seat from around the 2 to 3 months. Like it's a near flat recline and it is a nice position. You also actually have underneath your footwell here, you've got these pop-out features that can clip into the side of your frame that turn it into a bit more of a pram body style on both sides. to give your babe that nice little cocoon when you're using it from those younger ages. If you want to use this from a true newborn stage, what I would do is actually utilize one of the great features of this stroller in that it comes with infant car seat adapters in the fact that you actually use your bumper bar as the connection point for your infant car seat. So I've actually got a Nuna Pippa here behind me. I'm going to show you what that looks like because you don't need any additional adapters on your stroller. You are just going to recline your seat, pop your infant car seat into your frame and clip it in. And then you are ready to go using your Nuna trvl as a travel system. So this is a really great, super easy solution, especially for on the go. Now let's take our infant car seat off the frame and showcase a couple other additional features of our stroller. So on the stroller, you've got a nice no rethread harness with a nice high seat back and good clearance for your canopy. So this is a really great stroller for a taller child. You have a no rethread harness in here and a magnetic buckle. Your bumper bar can also just be easily popped out and moved to the side for easy ins and outs of the stroller. And you have an adjustable footwell. One of the really cool features about the Nuna LX that I think might be unique to all of the travel strollers that we've reviewed today is that you've actually got a lockable front wheel, which is really nice for when you are on a bit more of rougher terrain or in the sand or slush, you name it. Lockable front wheels can be super handy. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at the fold because it's got a great fold. Now I'm going to move our canopy back into place so that you can see the full fold in action. You've just got these two buttons on your handlebar and the stroller is going to self-fold once you clip them. So when you are ready to get back into action, you are just going to clip it out. Now I'm going to show you one more time because that is just such a great fold. You've got your two buttons on the handlebar and it just clips right into place. Once you release those, the stroller truly folds itself, which is incredible. Then when you're ready to get back into action, you're just going to hold those clips on the handlebar again, flip your stroller out into position, and you're ready to rock. Now, let's dance over to the travel double, shall we? So this double stroller is really cool in that, as you can see, it's a 60-40 seat split. So there's 60% of your seat size is over here and 40% is here. So this one is a bit more of a narrow seat. What that allows is for us to actually put an infant car seat in this second larger seat position, which is a really great option for when you've got, you know, one newborn and one older child. So you're again just going to pop your car seat on the bumper bar as we did with the trvl and you are ready to rock with one side as a travel system. I love that option and just kind of quick adjustments for your stroller on the go. Let's clip out our Nuna Pippa there and talk a bit more about the stroller features. So your Nuna Travel Double comes with your leather detail on the handlebar and on the bumper bar. I like that it does include a nice big bumper bar you can easily remove or open and close as you need to. You have independent canopies on this, which means if one kid wants their canopy up, one wants it down, you've got nice independent adjustments there. And both canopies actually have a extension panel built in and this additional pop-out sun visor, and each have a peekaboo mesh paneled window, which is great. You've got really great recline in this stroller. Again, I would use it from around, you know, it's not a total flat recline, it's a near flat recline. So I would probably use it around that 3-month mark. You can again pop up your footwell to pull out the side pieces and give your babe a little bit more of a cocoon. But using that stroller, again, from around that 3-month mark in full recline, or if you want to use from newborn with an infant car seat. Otherwise, you can use the toddler seat all the way up to 50 pounds in either seat, which is great. I really like the recline on this one again. It's just that push and you're in that inclined position again. Pull on the thread, push, super easy to do. At the back of the seat, you've got a nice mesh ventilation panel for maximizing airflow. You've got a nice big basket back here. I do find that the wheel size on the Nuna Travel LX, they're a great size, and the double is no different. They are just a really nice big wheel. Now let's take a look at the fold on the Nuna Travel Double because it's a great fold. So we've got the same mechanism. We've got these 1-2 buttons on the handlebar. Your stroller is going to fold itself into a self-standing position. Then you are just going to use those same 2 buttons to flip your stroller back out into stroller mode when you are ready to go. And there you have it, my friends. The Nuna Travel Double and the Nuna Travel LX strollers. Okay, now that we have seen every single stroller in action, it's time for a side-by-side comparison because each of these strollers has very different folding mechanisms and the actual dimensions when they're folded look different. And I know that that is such a critical factor for so many families when you are deciding what travel stroller is the perfect one for you. So without further ado, I'm gonna fold all of these bad boys. All right, first up, we've got our Mountain Buggy Nano. Put it back against the wall for a comparison later. I'll next do the Bugaboo Butterfly. Always remember to try to put on the brake when you're folding. It prevents the stroller from kind of driving off to the side. Next up, let's do our UppaBaby minu. Here we go. We've got our Stokke YOYO. Folding down our canopy again, pushing these 2 buttons at the bottom of our frame. There we go. Now we've got our libelle. I mean, definitely the most compact fold that we're working with. We've got our Nuna Travel. Love that. And then we've got our Nuna Travel Double. I love that you don't even need to put down the canopy on the travel. That's super helpful. All right, now let's line them up. So here we go. We've got the butterfly, the minu, the yo-yo, the nano, the libelle, the travel LX, and the travel double. In terms of most compact, I mean, libelle is a clear winner here. It is just so tight. Our strollers in the middle are definitely the most compact. Our strollers on the end, you can see, are a little bit bigger, but they do come with a lot more fully loaded features and some bigger wheels. So it really depends. Are you looking for the smallest, or are you looking for something that is smaller, but maybe more functional? So definitely a cool option. Now let's do the unfold and finish it off. So we've got our Bugaboo Butterfly. We've got our minu. We've got our yo-yo. We've got our mountain buggy. The libelle. Our Nuna Travel LX. And last, off camera, the Nuna Travel Double. So let me line them up. Do you think I'm dealing with a lot of strollers here? I like to give you guys options. So there you have it, my friends, the best travel strollers of 2025. What stroller are you gonna go with for your adventure? I know I agonized over it for myself with my 2 little ones, so I love that we've added in a little double to the mix. So don't forget, there are so many other videos like this on the Snugglebugz YouTube channel. We have other product roundups, our best strollers of 2025, our best single strollers, single to double. We get into car seats, infant car seats, convertible, you name it. We've got it all. We also have individual product reviews of a lot of the strollers that we have chatted about today. So check it out. Also head into your local Snugglebugz store where you can test these strollers out for yourself or shop online anytime at snugglebugz.ca. Now, our goal at Snugglebugz is to instill confidence in families navigating the early stages of parenthood. And a big way that we do that is through stroller and car seat education. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this was super valuable to you, and I wish you and your family happy travels, amazing adventures, and just an incredible stroller experience to go along with it.